Here I am again, popping up at everything, it seems like. Look, I've been involved with the IUCN since I was quite young, since about 20 years old. I entered into New South Wales national parks at the age of 17. Crazy, yes, I know. And yeah, only just recently jumped out of there. But I managed to stay into the youth program until I was like 38. And then I got kicked out, but that's obviously because black don't crack. So someone said. Look, on a more serious note, as we move through the next couple of days, I know that the Indigenous push with First Nation science and cultural knowledge systems and two-way science, our knowledge has been very much pushed over the last 10 years especially. And big call out to Rosalie and to Pete that have been by our side in elevating and pushing First Nation science into that space that is of equity and equality. All knowledge is valuable, we know that. As scientists, ecologists, biologists, genetic peoples, we all strive towards the same thing, and our knowledge systems have been around for a very, very long time. When we look at 120,000 years on this island, it equates something to like 7,000 generations of knowledge passing through people. That knowledge is also embedded in landscapes, what we call cultural landscapes. It's also embedded in species. It's embedded in people. So any investment also means investment in those biocultural landscapes, those biocultural seascapes, the people attached to them, and the species that are also attached to the people and those landscapes. Threatened species are also part of that. For us, they're not just something that, a job that, we go to daily that pays the bills. It's not just a passion that we have. It's our identity. It's who we are as people. It is part of our culture and embedded in a long culture. This is our way of being and knowing. This is our worldview. This is what has helped us survive through many, many different types of seasonal and climate shifts for generations and generations. We are in relation to and innately connected with these species. The habitats, the ecosystems that they function and they operate in, we are part of that also. We're not as individuals, but we are as collective. We are collectively involved with everything in that space. We are connected through our kinship, through our storylines, through our totems. These species are us and we are them. We are connected. So any sort of management or any sort of recovery or any sort of thing that's involved in managing and protecting these species also means protecting our knowledge and our culture and moving us through this journey forward with them. At one time, as Aboriginal people, we were declared as flora and fauna in this country. I often think back and think, okay, if we would have stayed as flora and fauna, we probably would have been on that species list as well. And we are, because our knowledge systems are being eroded through industrialisation, deforestation, mining. Our cultural sites that are attached to those, that tell those stories and that help them move through intergenerational knowledge transfer is also being eroded and destroyed. Our forests that hold story and that hold these species are also being destroyed. Our culture is being destroyed as part of this process. So when we're going to the next few days, I want you to really think about that and to hold that and to understand. As I jumped into a global forum, one American guy, I don't sort of like to take on anything from America these days, said, but Indigenous people are not going to help save the world and save the planet. It's like, no, we're not, because it's not our problem. We didn't cause the problem, yeah, but we're here to offer help and assistance. Because as I said, we have knowledge systems and we have different ways of doing things that are outside of the clunky machine that you guys all work in. Thank you.